The photo that lit the fuse looked harmless at first. ITZY performing in Taipei, stadium lights carving silver lines across the stage, Yuna's hourglass silhouette snapping the internet to attention. Within hours, Korean forums and global timelines were arguing over one thing and one thing only. Were those hips natural, hip pads, or even fillers? The more people zoomed, paused, and circled screenshots, the louder the debate got. Depending on which thread you opened, Yuna was either the latest victim of misogynistic body policing or proof that stylists and idols push proportions past reality for clicks. Either way, the conversation was everywhere. Pan posts, Instagram reels, TikTok edits, and K-media roundups. And it ballooned fast. Let's lay out the timeline and what's actually confirmed. Early August, a pan post about Yuna's unbelievable figure at a Taipei event shot up the rankings, with commenters claiming the shape looked too perfect. K-sites like Koreaboo and Kbazoom packaged the buzz, noting how some netizens accused Yuna of hip pads or even hip fillers, while others defended her body as simply curvy, with outfits and angles doing the rest. A second wave of pieces arrived mid-August and again in early September, each time refracting the same core clip through fresh comments. None of these articles present hard evidence. They amplify debate. That nuance matters. We're looking at a discourse storm, not a confirmed procedure. Why this clip, this week? Partly because it checks every box that fuels virality. A stadium performance, a skin-tight silhouette, a familiar idol whose figure has been praised before, and a video format perfect for frame-by-frame analysis. Some fans blamed styling. Certain fabrics and padding can exaggerate curves under harsh lights, while others called the entire debate misogynistic, asking why strangers feel entitled to forensically evaluate a 20-something woman's hips at 4K. The divide hardened. One side insisting fans stop pretending it's natural. The other asking why female idols are dissected this way when male idols rarely face week-long pile-ons about their bodies. That last point is key. The Yuna moment didn't just revive an old rumor. It reopened a gender conversation that's been simmering in K-pop for years. Look at how online spaces talk about visuals. Netizen compilations and essays argue that female idols are more often criticized as plastic, unnatural, or addicted to surgery, while male idols with dramatic glow-ups get softer narratives: puberty, gym, styling. A widely shared think piece this spring summarized it bluntly. Double standards have become part of the spectacle. Even threads in K-pop discussion forums lean the same way. When the topic is women, the microscope tightens. When it's men, the tone tilts to admiration, memes, or inspiration pics. Meanwhile, the industry context hasn't changed. Korean beauty norms prize the V-line jaw, small face, glass skin, and the now classic S-line body, the exact silhouettes that costumes and lighting accentuate on stage. Dermatology and cosmetic surgery blogs describe these aesthetics in almost textbook terms, which helps explain why certain stage looks read as enhanced even when they're not. When performance outfits add structure or foam at the hips, a totally standard styling trick, audiences conditioned by these ideals can still jump to surgical conclusions. None of this excuses invasive commentary. It just explains the feedback loop between beauty standards, styling, and fan perception. Back to Yuna. Notice how the rumor cycle repeats. A clip spikes. K-media recaps the forum post. Instagram, TikTok creators cut side-by-side edits. Another wave of articles cites the edits. The debate metastasizes. This is bigger than one idol. It's about how we talk when idols' bodies become content. And it's why so many fans pushed back this time, calling for a reset on the language we use. Less expose, more let people live. Even in roundups that highlighted the harsh comments, there were plenty of voices urging everyone to stop policing women's bodies. If Yuna's week shows how fast rumors travel, aespa's Karina shows how idols sometimes choose to respond. In May, she dropped a pre-debut photo that fans read as a quiet rebuttal to surgery accusations. In September, a bare-face livestream triggered another round of before-after comparisons that quickly turned into a defense brigade, with commenters pointing out the role of makeup, lighting, and unflattering screenshots. Karina didn't need a fiery statement. The posts themselves did the work. And they reminded everyone that screenshots are not science. Or consider Wonyoung. She's been a magnet for plastic surgery discourse since debut. But recent coverage focused on fans defending her against lip filler claims, chalking fuller looks up to overlining and styling. The twist? Even the defenses became content, which tells you how entrenched this economy is. Every rumor spawns a rebuttal, and every rebuttal fuels a new round of clicks. Yes, male idols get surgery rumors, but watch how the framing shifts. When clinics survey men seeking procedures, their inspo boards are often male idols. Names like BTS's Jin or ASTRO's Cha Eunwoo trend as goals rather than cautionary tales. There are also idols who just say it out loud. Second-gen veteran Kwanghee famously joked about his procedures on variety shows years ago. 2NE1's Minzy acknowledged a nose job long before transparency was a buzzword. More recently, artists like Jessi openly discussed getting fillers and later dissolving them, framing the choice as part of her autonomy. Openness doesn't end the stigma. It just changes the conversation from rumor to agency. When idols do speak about the system, the through line is pressure, not only from fans, but from the industry itself. This summer, coverage of a panel featuring Sandra Park, 2NE1, ITZY's Wonyoung, and others resurfaced the quiet nudges companies use. The maybe, see a dermatologist suggestion. The comparison charts, the constant reminder that the camera adds 10 pounds and 4K adds 10 more. None of that is a smoking gun. It's a culture. And in that culture, a single viral photo can feel like a verdict on your career. Let's be real. South Korea's beauty market, fashion styling, and pop idol economy evolved together. None of this untangles overnight. The on-stage S-line, the V-line jaw, the pursuit of symmetry, these are design languages, and they surface everywhere from makeup charts to LED stage geometry. Once you know that, you also see how easy it is for audiences to misread design as deception. That misread becomes moralizing. The moralizing becomes misogyny. It's a short road from, is that padding, to, she's fake, and it leads nowhere good. At the same time, pretending surgery doesn't exist is silly. It does, in entertainment cities worldwide, and sometimes it's discussed in the open. There are even extreme historical cases. That's surveillance, dressed up as stan culture. And just for contrast, look again at the male idol headlines from this year. Surveys about the most requested inspo faces in clinics read like compliments to the men being copied. That's not inherently bad. Everyone deserves to be hyped. But it's a reminder of how language shapes outcomes. When admiration is the default for men and suspicion is the default for women, the same beauty upgrade produces opposite reactions. That's the bias to fix. In ourselves, in our captions, and in our comment sections. Your turn. Let's keep it respectful. Do you think the internet treats female idols more harshly than male idols when it comes to surgery rumors? Where do you draw the line between styling, enhancement, and privacy?